Tonight, the police union and a district judge at odds at issue whether officers should be allowed to bring guns into the courthouse.
That issue came to a head today when two officers refused to testify unless they were in full uniform, including their service weapons. WOWT 6 News' Matthew Smith was inside the courtroom as this situation unfolded, and Matt, the judge, wasn't bending on his rule.
Mallory, John, the judge made that pretty clear, but so did the officers. They too were set to stand firm. I asked their union rep point blank, would they have been willing to be held in contempt of court if they were called to go before the judge that day? And I was told, quote, the officers were not going to disarm under any circumstances. Tonight, one thing is clear. This situation is not going away.
The halls of justice silent now, but they were anything but on Monday afternoon.
He's limiting the ability of the prosecutor to prosecute cases and to present evidence by these officers. And frankly, it's completely and totally unnecessary. It compromises public safety. And at some point, I'm sure he's going to be held accountable.
Judge James Gleason does not allow witnesses to carry weapons in his courtroom. It's a rule Gleason says he's enforced for more than a decade. But in recent weeks, it's become an issue. Back in June of last year, this come and go was robbed at gunpoint. Now, behind closed doors, the case is playing out. Today, the officers, one pictured here, refused to testify without their weapons. The state asked that Gleason would allow them to do so. That motion was denied. Then they asked the judge to recuse himself. A second motion he also denied. Gleason told the attorneys inside the courtroom, quote, I'm not going to argue the merits of my rule. It's been my rule for 13 years. It's not going to change. The county's chief deputy attorney says she had no choice. They had to rest without calling those officers.
It's an issue that has to be resolved because obviously we have a lot more cases coming.
How to resolve the issue between police and Judge Gleason is anyone's guess. No one seems to have a hard answer. I asked the president of the police union whether they'd actively be involved in trying to remove Gleason from the bench if it comes to that.
You can absolutely count on it. You can bet your bottom dollar that we will be involved in that retention vote. Absolutely.
You heard that word, retention. What he's talking about is a retention vote. Basically, in 2018, voters will be asked if they want to retain Gleason as a judge. You heard his response. In the meantime, I also asked if the union would be feeling responsible if, because their actions, those officers' actions to not testify today would lead to a potential criminal walking away. That union rep told me that would be on Gleason. Reporting live with photographer Nick Bohan, I'm Matthew Smith, WOWT 6 News.
Judge Gleason is the only judge with a rule barring officers that are testifying to be armed.
We'll be keeping an eye on this situation to see if any other filings or higher courts are asked to weigh in.